Con sonar. Torpedo in the water. Torpedo in the water. Bearing 185.
Well, this just got interesting. Hey, good morning.
Knuckle formed.
Welcome back to Cold Waters. Welcome back to the South China Sea. We are taking the Skipjack Class II for a little bit of a test drive. Now, I've showcased this torpedo boat even quite a bit recently, but kind of failed to really have any meaningful
Making turns for
Knuckle formed.
engagement with enemy boats or warships for that matter. So, decided to poke a hornet's nest, and maybe I poked a bit too much into the hornet's nest
Knuckle formed.
because I'm now being pursued by a lot of Chinese torpedoes, which is always good. I'm going to try something here.
Passing 1,400 feet.
That said, we are managing to do fairly well in the evasive
Passing
stakes here,
1,300 feet.
which is always
Passing
encouraging.
1,200 feet. Knuckle formed.
Another knuckle and see if we can, evade it. So, the torpedo's behind me. Let's get back to this view here. I appreciate this is quite a disjointed introduction to the video, but I didn't expect it to be quite so dramatic. Turn here. Knuckle this thing again.
Knuckle formed.
The torpedoes that are behind me generally had a lock on me,
Passing 1,100 feet.
which was interesting because
Passing 1,000 feet.
managed to evade them.
Passing 900 feet.
Do some more evasion here. Okay. Actually got a torpedo approaching us head on. It's a lot shallower than we are, which is nice. Well, there's this one behind me that's concerning me. I think what I'm going to do...
Passing 900 feet.
Okay, the one ahead of me just gone live.
Passing 1,000 feet.
Let's see if I can duck underneath this
Passing
torpedo.
1,100 feet.
Nope.
Passing
Okay.
1,200 feet.
I tried. We managed to
Passing
evade.
1,300 feet.
Nope. Okay.
Knuckle formed.
Turn hard away from it. Right.
Passing 1,300 feet.
Oh, that's bad. That's really bad.
Passing 1,200 feet.
Skipjack. There we go. Okay, the Skipjack II
Passing
is
1,100 feet.
kind of fragile.
Knuckle formed.
In that, generally speaking, one torpedo will probably
Passing
take it out.
900 feet. Passing 800 feet.
Generally speaking. Okay, this might... This torpedo south of me might just lose me, because I've got quite a small sonar cross-section and anechoic coating, which means its active sonar is kind of ineffective at a reasonable distance. 100 yards is probably a reasonable distance. Now there's another torpedo that's acquiring me, or thinking about acquiring me. I think we may have done enough here. At least for the one behind me. Now the one ahead of me that's being wire guided, that's less good news. Ooh, I think I have. Okay, so that just goes to show that the small size of the boat and the reduced sonar cross-section is very useful. This torpedo behind me may yet pick me up. As though, which is good. I'm going to turn towards this
Knuckle formed.
torpedo ahead of me. Let's zip back to my view. Can we see it? Yes, we can. It's close enough depth-wise. Let's drop my depth. It's going to be really aggressive with the boat. It's nice and maneuverable.
Passing 800 feet.
It's been guided towards me.
Passing 900
It's
feet.
just gone live.
Passing 1,000 feet.
Okay. It might be
Passing
circling,
1,100 feet.
which is bad. But not the end of the world, because we are nicely deep and getting a little deeper. It's above me.
Passing 1,200 feet.
Alright, let's be a little bold here. Let's drop to
Rig ship for ultra quiet.
ultra quiet. And okay, something's firing at me. Let's go back to map. I think it's time to find some bad guys and fire at them.
Regained contact on Sierra 1, bearing 3-3.
Make turns for 0 knots. Maneuvering aye.
Okay, that's gonna answer that question then.
Make turns for 0
I
knots.
just don't know
Maneuvering
what
aye.
depth. Oh wow, they're not deep at all. Well, I gotta do
Con
something.
sonar, new contact bearing 306. Desert con sonar, launch transient from Sierra 7. Con sonar, regained contact on Sierra 4, bearing 002. Con sonar, Sierra 6 is classified as submerged submarine. Con sonar, Sierra 7 is cavitating.
There are a lot of targets around me.
Con
That's
sonar,
very
new
interesting.
contact bearing 348. Con sonar, torpedo in the water, torpedo in the water, bearing 339.
Wow, I'm right in the thick of it here.
Con fire control, we've lost the wire.
Con
Okay,
sonar,
that's bad.
noisemaker bearing 016.
Shoot.
Con sonar, noisemaker bearing 025.
Con fire control, we've lost the wire.
Con sonar, new contact bearing 312. Designate.
Passing 1,200 feet.
Okay, what I'm doing is
Con sonar, new contact bearing.
Passing 1,100 feet.
Con sonar, noisemaker bearing 0.
Passing 1,000 feet.
Con sonar, lost contact.
Passing 900 feet.
I'm putting a little distance
Passing
between
800
myself
feet.
and this torpedo that was fired upon me.
Passing 700 feet.
The hope is that
Con sonar, we are cavitating.
avoid it long enough to throw it off and have it go after some of the Chinese boats that appear to be extremely close to me. Wow, I didn't know it got
Con
quite so
sonar,
close to them.
noisemaker bearing 014. Con sonar, no longer cavitating.
That's interesting. And there's two coming at me from the north. Again, let's be a little
Back
bold here.
emergency. Maneuvering aye.
Let's get my speed down so I can fire.
Come right to 358. Helm aye.
Make turns for 15 knots. Maneuvering aye.
Wow, that's a lot
Con
of bad
sonar,
guys.
regained con helm, steady course.
Shoot 2-4. Aye, sir. Shoot 2-5.
Con sonar, Sierra 8 is classified as submarine. Con sonar, torpedo in the water, bearing 0.
I'm gonna spam one or two torpedoes
Con
here, I
sonar,
think.
torpedo in the water, bearing 018.
Con fire control, we've lost the wire.
Okay, so that's got their attention.
Con sonar, noisemaker bearing 039.
What I've essentially done is
Con
spammed
fire control, we've lost the wire.
a whole bunch of torpedoes in different directions in the hope that
Con sonar,
something's
noisemaker
gonna
bearing
stick.
008. Con sonar, lost contact. Sierra 6, last bearing 085. Contact is in the baffles. Con sonar, lost contact. Sierra 5, last bearing 015. Contact faded.
Okay,
Con
a lot of
sonar,
activity going
regained
on.
contact on Sierra 6. Con sonar, torpedo in the water, bearing 076.
So this torpedo to my east is most definitely tracking me. I wonder if I can shake it off with a no
Con
knuckle.
knuckle formed.
And a very... Oh, look at that, it worked. I can also dive down in the hope that a sinking submarine around me will also attract the torpedo's attention.
Con sonar, Sierra 9 is classified as submerged submarine.
Will help a little
Passing
bit.
700 feet.
Just adjust my
Con
depth
sonar
slightly.
regained contact on Sierra 7.
Passing 800 feet.
But as I can see from
Making
behind
turns
me,
for 37 knots.
Passing
Stop.
900 feet.
these torpedoes aren't interested in anything but me.
Con, fire control, weapon con, knuckle formed.
Right, I'm going to do a rapid ascent. It's going to cause me to cavitate, and I'm going to double back on
Passing
myself.
900 feet.
Come
So-
left to 174. Helm
And-
aye.
Make depth 250
Another noise
feet.
maker.
Dive high.
See if this
Con
works.
sonar lost contact. Con sonar, we are cavitating.
Passing 500 feet.
Con, torpedo room, tube 2, red.
Con sonar lost contact. Sierra 1.
Passing 400 feet.
Con sonar regained contact on Sierra 1, bearing 028. Con sonar lost contact. Sierra.
Passing 400 feet.
Con sonar noisemaker bearing 015. Con
Okay.
sonar launch transient from Sierra 13.
It looks like we've maybe evaded a couple of them,
Con sonar noisemaker bearing 055.
but
Con sonar regained contact on Sierra 3 bearing 023.
Con, knuckle formed.
Con sonar regained contact on Sierra 8 bearing 0.
Come left to 256. Helm aye.
Con sonar lost contact.
Con helm. Steady course.
what I'm going to do is try and lead this
Con
torpedo.
sonar regained contact on Sierra 15 bearing 023.
These two
Con
torpedoes,
sonar regained contact on.
Con, knuckle formed.
these two torpedoes behind me. I'm going to see if I can lead them to this Alpha that I'm almost doing a head-on charge with. And he's fired upon me, which is bad news. But
Con sonar noisemaker bearing 071. Con sonar noisemaker bearing 055.
Con, knuckle formed.
hopefully I can avoid the torpedo coming right at me and keep the ones behind me at bay so that they will track the Alpha.
Con sonar noisemaker bearing 333.
Time for a wee swig of
Con
coffee. I
sonar
think.
regained contact on.
Con, knuckle formed.
Con sonar lost contact. Sierra 8. Last bearing 069. Contact breaking up.
So, I believe the term is this is going to be the money shot. If this works, and big if, I'm
Con
gonna.
sonar. Torpedo in the water. Torpedo in the water. Bearing 260.
So that's got the attention of the torpedo dead ahead of me, which is good. And all I'll do now is try and throw these buggers off me.
Con sonar regained contact on Sierra 15 bearing 035.
If I time this just right, all three are gonna pretty much scatter.
Con, knuckle formed.
I think this is a little too early right now, but we'll give it a go because okay, two have scattered. They're gonna turn back at me, so I need to be somewhere else. Right, let's turn,
Con, knuckle formed.
dive, and drop a
Passing
noisemaker
200 feet.
right now, and then turn the other way. Continue the
Con,
descent.
knuckle formed. Passing
We're gonna head
300 feet.
Come left to 267. Helm aye.
pretty much west, and let's see if this
Passing
works.
500 feet.
It hasn't so far.
Con helm.
Passing 600 feet.
Con sonar no longer cavitating.
Okay,
Passing 800 feet.
so
Passing 900 feet.
disappointing, but nevertheless.
Passing 1,000 feet.
Con sonar noisemaker bearing 342.
Con, knuckle formed.
Right, let's throw this thing off with another
Passing 1,000 feet.
knuckle and get back up to 200 feet.
Passing 900 feet.
Look behind me,
Passing 800 feet.
coming up like a
Passing
fart
700 feet.
in a bath,
Con
which is
sonar,
good.
we are cavitating.
Passing
Okay.
500 feet. Passing 400 feet.
A depth 200.
200 feet. Dive high.
Don't know where this Alpha is. but most everything seems to be just above or just below the layer. Now we've got 3 torpedoes right behind me. Well, one is circling, but two have got...
Con, knuckle formed.
2 have acquired me.
Con sonar regained contact on Sierra 1-3, bearing 2-1-2.
1-3. Oh, okay. It's to my south. Well, south-southwest. Oh.
Con, knuckle formed.
Let's turn in front of these torpedoes. Let's turn hard to port like so. And this Alpha is
Con
again.
sonar lost contact. Sierra 1-2, last bearing
Same.
0.
Oh, he's
0,
right there.
0.
Good grief.
Contact is in the baffles. Con sonar switching to active.
Con, knuckle
Wow,
formed.
that was close. Drop a noisemaker. Picking him actively, but there's no point in hiding now. He's just been at Tower Hut
Passing
for
300
breakfast.
feet.
And hopefully these torpedoes are
Con
going to
sonar
get
regained.
Passing 400 feet.
terribly confused by this Alpha just sat there
Passing
doing nothing.
500 feet.
And acquire him. And that looks very positive so far.
Con, knuckle formed.
Oh, it's okay. It's missing him, but all right. Let's get back up to 200 feet. Or at least let's ascend a little. Oh,
Passing
let's
500 feet.
quick knuckle. Come on. And there we go. Why is he just hovering there? Well, actually, I think I know why,
Passing
because
400 feet.
he's managed to avoid everything that's come his way.
Con sonar lost contact. Sierra 1-2, last bearing.
Passing 300 feet.
Oopsie.
Con, knuckle formed.
And now we have an enormous, great big decoy sat there. Or descending, I should say. Which
Passing
we're
300
going
feet.
to try and use to take care of the other torpedoes.
Passing 400 feet. Passing 500 feet.
This will only work for a time, but he's
Passing 600 feet.
actually descending quicker than he is sinking.
Passing 7.
Con sonar no longer cavitating.
Passing 800 feet. Passing 900 feet.
To arrest the descent.
Passing 1,000 feet. Rig ship for ultra quiet.
Con sonar switching to passive search. Make turns for 5 knots. Maneuvering eye.
Passing
Right.
1,000 feet.
I'm gonna launch upon this Victor 3 to my
Con
north.
sonar regained contact on Sierra 4, bearing 0, 4,
And
5.
Something,
Con sonar launch transient from Sierra 3.
something
Passing
over
900
here.
feet.
Something over here.
Con sonar regained contact on Sierra 8, bearing 0, 7, 1. Con sonar regained contact on Sierra 6, bearing
And?
0, 9, 8.
Passing 800 feet.
Con sonar regained contact on Sierra 1, 0, bearing 0, 6, 2. Con sonar regained contact on Sierra 1, 5. Make turns for 1, 5 knots. Maneuvering eye.
Passing 700 feet.
Okay. Now I could tackle.
maneuvering. Making turns for 1, 5 knots.
I could tackle Sierra 12 with a harpoon because I do have harpoon missiles on board.
Con sonar noisemaker bearing 3, 5, 0.
I've got a torpedo coming in from the northeast, just the very top of the screen here. Yes, something's acquired me, and it's the one behind me. Okay, that's disappointing, but nevertheless.
Turns for 3, 7. Con sonar, we are cavitating.
It's broken all my wires. 2 of them. 1 of them even, maybe.
Con sonar lost contact. Sierra 4, last
So-
bearing 0, 4, 4. Contact
Let's
faded.
watch this
Con
torpedo
sonar
coming in.
no longer cavitating.
Con, fire control. We've lost the wire. Con, knuckle formed. Con, fire control. We've lost the wire.
Yeah, I got my 4 wires. Okay, fair enough. little quiet. Okay.
Con sonar lost contact. Sierra 6, last bearing 111. Contact is in the baffles.
So my Mach 48 is merrily tracking this Victor 3.
Con, knuckle formed.
I think what I'm going to do is head northeast. There's plenty of targets up here for this
Con
torpedo.
sonar regained contact on Sierra 6, bearing 113.
This torpedo behind me to choose from, and most of them seem to be fleeing. They've obviously heard about me. Maybe.
Con, knuckle formed.
But we'll knuckle this torpedo behind me away.
Con, torpedo room, tube 1 ready.
I'm just about close enough to this Victor 3 and that Mark 48 for it to be a threat to me, but there's very definitely a
Con
threat.
sonar.
Con maneuvering, making turns for 37 knots.
There's very definitely a threat
Con
right
sonar
behind me,
regained.
Con, knuckle formed.
and one ahead of me too. Now the one ahead of me, let's switch back to my view again.
Con sonar lost contact. Sierra 10, last bearing 077. Contact faded.
It's a little shallower than I am. It's quite a lot shallower, but it's still a threat because if that detects me, it will dive down and engage. And it's just gone active. It's just gone live.
Con sonar lost contact. Sierra 12, last
Okay.
bearing 321. Contact
got-
breaking up.
We got the Victor 3, which is nice. Let's see. I would say so far that the Skipjack Class II has proved itself, but that doesn't mean... Oh, let's see, more torpedoes coming in. That doesn't mean that we have to disengage.
Con, knuckle formed.
And, yeah, I'm gonna keep at this note. Song, Sierra 6. Let's take a look. What's he doing? Has he been hit? No, he's probably evading a Mark 48 right now.
Con, torpedo room, tube 5 ready.
And I suspect it's
Con
this one.
sonar. Torpedo in the water. Torpedo in the water. Bearing 110.
It's that one in the distance, so...
Con, knuckle formed.
his distance, I should say. So, these two torpedoes that were stalking me, the one to my southwest, let's switch back to the map view here. The one to my southwest
Con
appears to
sonar
have...
regained contact on Sierra 10, bearing 085.
doesn't appear to have can detect me. Now the one to my
Con
south,
sonar lost contact. Sierra 6, last bearing 132. Contact breaking up.
the one to the southwest is since it about
Con
to be.
sonar noisemaker bearing 089. Con sonar regained contact on Sierra 15, bearing 054. Con sonar regained contact on Sierra 10, bearing 0.
Come right to 057. Helm I.
Doesn't appear to have reacquired me, which is nice. I'm going to drop back down to 15 knots.
Make
That-
turns for 15 knots. Maneuvering I.
There's still plenty of contacts to engage, but my primary target is this Sierra 15. I don't know how to pronounce that. The Sierra. I'm not sure how you say ZIA or XIA, even not Z. It's an X. But let me see.
Con
We
sonar
know
noisemaker bearing 095.
we know of quite a few contacts actually. Looking at that.
Con
Let's see.
maneuvering, making turns for 15 knots.
Sierra 5. Looks like it's another kilo.
Con sonar Sierra 5 is classified as submerged submarine.
Okay.
Con sonar lost contact. Sierra 15, last bearing 053. Contact breaking up.
Took care of Sierra 15 and Sierra 10. That was the song and the ZA now. Something appears to have just launched at me dead ahead. Let's see, how deep is this hand class? Pretty shallow. Which means if I skip to my view here, this torpedo approaching me is going to be up there. Which it is. Okay. I think what I'm going to do is turn away from it. Zip back up to 250 feet, give or take. Yeah, see how his Wagana torpedo is tracking me? Because he's got a good acoustic read on me.
Passing 600 feet.
He's pinging me actively. So I think what I want to do is just throw him off.
Passing 500 feet.
As much as I can. Let's turn back east the other way.
Passing 400 feet.
At any point I can fire upon this
Con,
guy.
sonar, torpedo in the water, torpedo in the water, bearing 0, 4, 2.
Now's a good time to fire upon him.
Con, sonar, launch transient from Sierra 3.
Come right to 0, 9, 1. Helm I.
Okay, so that could have been
Con,
better.
helm. Steady course.
But now I fired upon him and my torpedo's nowhere within range. I'm using
Con,
outcaps.
sonar, lost contact. Sierra 5. Last bearing 0, 3, 3. Contact faded.
I can see him. Okay, well that's nice. I'm going to turn away from this incoming torpedo and I'm going to knuckle it. Turn away, then turn back towards it. Quick knuckle.
Con, knuckle formed.
Up one of these. And it has no effect. That's bad. Of course, it might still be wire guided.
Con, knuckle formed.
Okay. Let's do some rapid depth changes. This might not be enough. Noisemaker's not going to help unless...
Passing 400 feet.
Con, sonar, noisemaker, bearing 0.
Passing 500 feet. Con, knuckle formed. Passing 600 feet.
Con, sonar, no longer cavitating.
Passing 800 feet.
Con, sonar.
Passing 900 feet. Passing 1,000 feet. Passing 1,100 feet.
Gonna get back up to 200 feet depth as quickly as I can.
Con, maneuvering. Making turns for
Really
3,
wanna-
7 knots.
Passing
Ooh,
1,100 feet.
Keep this torpedo behind me. I think it's still gonna pick me up,
Con, sonar, noise.
Passing 1,000 feet.
but okay.
Passing 900 feet.
Yes, it has. Yep, okay.
Passing 800 feet. Passing 700 feet.
Con, sonar, we are cavitating.
Con, knuckle formed.
Let's see.
Passing 500 feet.
It looks like the wire's still connected. Okay. Now, at some point, this
Passing
wire will
400 feet.
disconnect as the target submarine maneuvers away from the torpedo I just fired at him. But until that happens,
Con, knuckle formed.
Con,
Yeah.
sonar, noisemaker, bearing 0.
Passing 400 feet.
may have just happened. Actually, it looks like it's yeah, it has.
Passing
Okay.
500 feet.
All right.
Con, knuckle formed.
I'm gonna keep the
Passing 600 feet.
keep the dive on. I can
Con,
tell my
sonar, lost. Con, sonar, no longer cavitating.
Passing 800 feet.
I really wish the crew would just
Passing
not
900 feet.
talk over me sometimes.
Passing 1,000 feet. Passing 1,100 feet.
Con,
May have-
sonar.
Passing 1,200 feet.
I have evaded this torpedo already, which is nice.
Passing 1,300 feet.
Con, sonar, lost contact. Sierra 4. Last bearing 0, 2, 6. Contact faded.
I think we did. That's very good. Right, let's go back to
Rig shift for ultra quiet.
quiet, like so. Let's take stock of what's still left around us and what we've killed. There should be 15 submarines to engage. Killed 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. We've killed 12, so there's 3 left. I
Con,
think.
sonar, regained contact on. Sierra 4. Bearing 0, 2, 3.
So we know about Sierra 4, Sierra 3, and there's another one here somewhere, but I don't know where the other one is.
Con, sonar, regained contact on. Sierra 3. Bearing 0, 9, 3.
But we have a very good idea where Sierra 4 is. Sierra 3, less so. Sierra 4 is just giving it away, so I'm going to go ahead and fire another torpedo towards Sierra 4.
Con, fire control. We've lost the wire.
It's a shame, we lost the wire. Okay,
Con, sonar, launch
Oh.
transient from Sierra 3.
now we know where Sierra 3 is as well.
Shoot 2-4. Aye, sir.
Right, well, that's just going to get interesting because this is going to be a duel. I don't have a wire for Sierra 4, so hopefully that torpedo will go live quickly enough and we'll be able to detect this contact. Sierra 3 just gave his position away by firing upon me. Now, if I had an air-launched torpedo, I would whiz it on its head right now. But I don't, so I'm not able to do that.
Con sonar, noisemaker bearing 018.
Deliberately taking no maneuvering action right now because that torpedo's
Con,
probably
torpedo room, tube 1 ready.
wire guided, and the one to my southwest will pick me up if I do anything too outrageous. But I think I'm going to have to.
Come right to 13. Make turns for 15 knots. Maneuvering aye.
So I'll put the boat up to 15 knots. We're going to head away from Sierra 4 and
Maneuvering. Making turns for 15 knots.
away from this torpedo incoming. The hope here is that the incoming torpedo will not be wire guided because Sierra 3 has turned away.
Con sonar, noisemaker bearing 012.
This is my
Con, helm, steady course.
It's my torpedo having just narrowly missed Sierra 4 here. It's coming around for another pass. Let's see if we can watch this. It'd be nice if we can actually see a kill here. But I don't have a wire on this Mark 48, so I can't steer it towards this pretty slippery looking submarine, but oh, this might be it. Oh.
Con sonar, lost contact. Sierra 4, last bearing 010. Contact breaking up.
Unlucky. Okay. Let's see. Well, that looks like he lost the wire on his torpedo, and it also. Oh, yeah, we've got a good bearing on him now. Let's take a look at him. Hello, chumps. 40. Wowza, that's loud. 404, submarine not found. Okay. Such a fine sight to see. It's a boat, my lord, slowing down to take a look at me. Take it easy. Take it easy. Don't let the noisemakers grind you down or something. Yeah, I'm no artist, but and that song's genius, just not the way I speak it. Have I got everything other than this this hand? So 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I think I do. Sierra 3 is the last remaining hand, and the fact that I've pretty much destroyed and conquered everything, and I still have 5 torpedoes and 4 harpoons left, I think kind of shows how dominant the Skipjack Class II really is in 1984. And to be fair, it's 20 years-ish more modern. I'm going to make a bit of a live.
Con, fire control, weapon acquired.
Con sonar, noisemaker bearing 104.
Because that's why. Yeah. So this torpedo is wire guided, so this pan has got no chance of evading it because I will be helping it along. So I think that pretty much wraps up today's video, really. We could watch this hand class try and evade the torpedo, and it might pull it off for a little bit of time, but the other area of excitement is it's possible that this torpedo to my north will acquire me, but that's looking very unlikely now. Yeah. And so this Han, is he turning away from me or turning
Con
towards?
sonar, noisemaker bearing 105.
That's he turning away from my torpedo, which is good. The next time he turns might well be towards the torpedo, and that's when I'll be able to catch him.
Con, fire control, weapon acquired.
I can catch him either way. Torpedo can catch him. Yeah, it looks like he's doing it. He's turning towards me. So when alphas do this, and you're using a tiger fish, it's incredibly satisfying because he just eats one to the face. a torpedo that is 7 knots slower than his boat. He's now sliding. If he could only drop his depth, or increase his depth, I should say. Because now,
sonar,
kaboom.
noisemaker bearing 104.
And it's not like I feel bad, because that's a mistake that the enemy boats do a lot. They kind of slide into your boat, into your weapon even, sorry. Well, let's bring my boat back up. Wait. Oh, he's not dead yet. I don't think. No.
Passing 1,300 feet.
Well, we might have to get him with a harpoon then, because I think that will be wonderful.
Come right.
Rig ship for ultra quiet.
See if he's gonna, how damaged he is, because right now he's coming right at me. Okay, let's accelerate time.
Con, helm, steady course.
Appears to be sinking. He's doing something about it. I think he's in a bad way. He needs to get to the surface and let his crew get off. This is where I'm heading. Yeah, I think he's toast. Well, actually, maybe not, because he's coming right at me. I mean, yeah. Wow. Something blew up. It's coming right at me. Why would you do that? I mean, what hope? Do you want me to dance with you? Is that what it is? You need me to dance?
Come left 2.
Make turns for 1, 5.
Because I'll happily dance.
Make turns for.
Con sonar, we are cavitating.
So, just as in a modern air
Passing
combat,
200 feet.
if you make it to the merge, you have a chance
Con, helm.
Passing 300 feet.
at destroying whatever it is that you're up against. And if you're in a 4th gen fighter up against a 5th gen
Passing
fighter,
400 feet.
you make it to the merge. I mean, a shell or a bullet is just as effective as anything else. So, I'm going to drop my speed
Rig ship for ultra quiet.
Back emergency. Maneuvering eye.
pretty aggressively here.
Con
Give
sonar,
him-
no longer cavitating.
And give him one to the
Make
face.
turns for 5 knots. Maneuvering eye.
It's like, what are you doing? Why are you even doing this?
Shoot 2-1. Aye, sir. Con, fire control. Weapon acquired.
So, have one of these, because I don't really know what else to do here. Turn and burn. Take one to the side.
Con sonar, lost contact.
Con, maneuvering. Making turns for 5 knots.
I really don't think that what happened there was necessary. This hand class could have gotten away, but he chose not to. Anyway, on that rather unfortunate note, hopefully you got something from this, and if that is, don't head on, don't charge at a Skipjack II-class, you'll only need 4 shots. Have a great day, everyone. Perhaps see you the next one. Take care. Goodbye.